Hello and welcome back to The Many Voices. Today we're going to be playing one of my new favorite games. It's called Phantom Brigade. It is a mech combat game with lots of customization. It really feels like it was sort of tailor-made for me. But in this playthrough, we're actually going to be doing something a little bit different. That's the reason I had the achievements up here. We're going to go for Against All Odds. This is a special achievement. You have to liberate provinces normally in order to sort of like have a safe zone to attack from. But we're just going to try and blitz for the capital as fast as possible and see if we can win. So stay tuned and we'll be back with the game. We are going to start a new game. I'm going to skip the tutorial and just get straight into the action. I'll give a brief overview of how combat works and stuff. So here we are. We have the first province already captured. The sort of tutorial levels are already done, and we've got to just sort of set out. Our plan here is going to be to fight a bunch. We want to get some extra pilots because once we get away from the base, we're not going to have any chance to recruit new pilots at all. So we want to make sure that we've got a few spares just in case one of them gets injured, or a bunch of them get injured. So that'll be pretty easy. And then we've just got to fight enough battles until we get a couple of mechs. Because right now we only have 2, I believe, and we want to have 4 mechs. If not, maybe a spare one with like a separate loadout. There's not really much point in having extra mech in this game unless you want to have spare loadouts, and it does like cost you resources to do that. So you can see a couple of threats have popped up here. We've got a broken down convoy. That's fantastic. Transports valuable parts and subsystems. So this will have recipes to craft gear, which might be really helpful for us. The reinforced camp, I mean, we could try and take that if we want to, but I think we'll probably end up just fighting a bunch of patrols, most likely, to be honest. Alright. So, we're going to suit up here, and we've got our 2 mechs. I haven't, like, customized them at all yet. I don't think we would have any spare parts to customize them with anyways. FF response negative, treat as hostile. Alright. Let's see, what do we have on the map here? Got some enemy units. We've got a tank. There's a cannon. Alright. Assault rifle and handgun on that mech. It's got some shields. Alright. Shields regenerate over time, so like if you're dealing with a mech that has shields, you definitely want to like focus it down as soon as possible. I'll just go over the different bars at the top left. You can see on the far left is the shield. So once that's taken out, the shield doesn't do anything anymore. It just absorbs as much damage as it can take. Left and right is left and right arms, respectively. The bottom is the legs, and the top is the torso. So you can see 443 on the torso, about 230 on the legs, or 220 something. And this is a capture point, but you actually don't really have to worry about those on these kinds of maps, as far as I'm aware. They don't actually really do anything. So our first mission here, we'll just see what happens, I suppose. We're pretty badly outnumbered, so we're going to have to outmaneuver some people. So here's how the game works. We want to... So you've got your 2 sort of things you can do. You have your movement, and then up here you'll have your actions. And essentially the premise of the game is that your mechs are equipped with like advanced data collection software, sort of, which pretty much allows them to predict the future slightly, which gives us this timeline that we can put stuff on, right? So our first guy is going to break off left here, and we're going to hope that the enemy focuses on our shield guy, and he's going to have his shield raised, and he's going to blast some dudes. So we're going to run all the way over here, and I'm going to try and hopefully use this hill as cover and break away over to this side and use this hill as cover. And then I think that this guy is going to go the other way. Now, let's see. We're going to throw out an attack here. Our primary. And we're going to throw it at shield guy, because he's going to be the highest. You can see the sort of like the overall chance of success and like how much damage you're going to do. This isn't like a perfect representation, but it gives you a pretty good baseline of of how you can expect the enemy to react. And at the right there, you can see our heat gauge right here. So as we're coming along the timeline, you can see that the heat spikes up, and then we have to wait for it to go back down, and then we can put down, and you can see the white bars there, they indicate when we're going to spike our heat, right? So if I put the attack here, it's going to spike the heat, which causes damage to your mech. You don't want that to happen. So we're going to put another attack along the timeline here. And on this one, we're going to put it on this guy as he's, moving directly towards us. He's going to run up this way. Fighting 2-on-1 isn't as bad as fighting 4-on-2, because 4 mechs focusing down 1 mech is really bad. You don't want that to happen at all. And it's going to continue running forwards into the next turn. And I'm just going to place down an attack here. Not very good odds. See, he's equipped with a machine gun, which is a weapon that I don't really like. They're pretty inaccurate. So what we actually want to do is wait until we're a little bit closer. You can see when the enemy opens fire on you as well, right? And weapons do have actual projectiles. They do use like real-time physics. So here's what I think we're probably going to do. We're going to wait until we're a little closer. Right there. And then we're going to raise our shield. And we're going to raise it towards this guy right here. And then hopefully our shield should be taking all of those shots as they throw them at us. If you want to, see what your enemy's doing, you can click on their little tabs down at the bottom here as well. Oh yes, dashing. I forgot about dashing. Maybe we can throw a dash in here instead. Hang on. Let me, if you just right click, it'll remove the thing. So let's try a dash, right? Just to sort of show you. He has a pretty okay dash distance, right? So we're going to move over here. We're going to have some heat from the dash, but that should be okay, actually. So we're going to get that. As we're coming along, we will fire on him, right? And then we can see our heat gets a little bit uncomfortably high, but that should be okay. And then we're going to shield against that guy. And then after the dash, we're going to run up along the side of the field here and just get as far away as possible, so that when there's shots, we'll come up to about, no, we're going to go up on the hill for sure. Go there, and we're going to keep running. See, one thing that you can do is like stand still for a little bit. Where is it? Wait. Yeah, so we'll wait for just a couple of seconds. Maybe half a second there. And then we'll continue to run. So this guy's going to dash over here, right? Get a little bit closer. He's going to start firing, and then stand still and fire off a couple of shots, right? And then he's going to keep moving, and hopefully the shots will sort of land behind him or hit his shield. Alright, let's watch the turn. I like to watch it in slow motion. You can make it full speed. Oh, and you can see he's taking some damage for sure. He's getting blasted pretty good. But then the shield's doing its job, right? It's taking some of the damage. We did get 1 concussion damage on here, which means that our pilot took a little bit of damage, right? He had 30, he's now at 29. Okay. So let's see. Our heat is looking pretty good. Let's see, when are they going to fire again? Not until halfway through the turn. Okay, that's fantastic. So we can just open up again immediately. And we'll open up on this guy. Tanks are pretty, fragile, and it does have a pretty scary weapon, actually. So we have some damage on this guy, but I think we're actually going to swap to the tank. We need to break out. So we're going to start moving immediately, and it'll make our shots a little bit less accurate, but that's pretty okay actually. We're going to run to there, And then you can see the enemy is starting to fire at us. So we're actually going to do this. We're going to run to there. When you dash, you move faster than projectiles do, right? So if we dash just as they are firing on us, we can actually avoid the projectiles. So actually, that heat is a little bit too much. Now, you can either select a target in the world, or you can select something that's going to be attacking you. So in this case, I'm going to attack that, and it shows a little like thing out in the front where it's going to catch the bullets, right? But we will continue running while we're shielding, just to make it so that their bullets are a little bit less likely to hit. And then we're going to throw down a dash to there. And that should protect us a little bit from some of the shots, I hope. And can we put anything in additionally after that? No, we can't. Dashes kind of block out stuff, so we're actually going to be standing still for about 1/4 of a second. That's not great. So what we'll actually do is we'll just move this dash up a little bit. Right. Now we're going, oops, hang on, gotta remove that entirely. Do this, and then we'll dash into next turn. Dashing into the future. Because if we click on him, we can see that his attack is going to extend it next turn as well. She's getting focused by these two. Oh, and you can see that this mech is also, it's breaking off to go and fight the other mech. So then, if that's the case, then what we'll actually do is we'll form a flank. What I would like... this mech doesn't have dash, okay. We're going to get opened up on by this guy with his cannon. The hill might block some of the shots. Oh, but that mech is going to actually shoot at us still. Okay. So, here's what we're going to do. We're going to run to there. And then if you watch, the other mech interferes with the firing of the tank. Okay? So, we're going to wait there just for half a second. See, while it's interfering. Oh, you know what? Actually, wait for literally 1/4 of a second. There's a limit onto like how small of an action you can do. I think half a second is about it. If we look along the timeline, yeah, that works out pretty well. So then we'll actually just continue running here. We'll run down here. And this little hill might give us some cover from that tank, maybe. Terrain's pretty open on this map, unfortunately, for us. You know what, actually? Yep. We'll wait there. It's not great. It's not great. You can see that this mech is pretty badly damaged, so if we can blow off his arm, he won't even be able to shoot at us. Each weapon is linked to a specific arm, as is the shield, and they don't function after you've blown them off. You know what, we'll actually just continue running until we can fire off another shot. We're going to push the heat a little bit on that one, and hopefully we can finish that guy off. See over here, the tank definitely took some damage. The dash didn't really work out. But you can see that moving through here has deflected a couple of the bullets. They aren't hitting us. Now, if you want, you can rewatch the turn. So we'll do just that. We'll go over here. It looks like the shots mostly missed. Unfortunately, you can't see damage and hits. But if you watch the actual projectiles themselves, you can see when they hit and when they don't by whether or not they go past the enemy. And the trees are like real objects as well. They will absorb hits, right? Like you can see the tree here got knocked over. I think that the cannon's weapon is too big to be stopped by trees, though. And we started opening fire on there. Okay, fantastic. All right, we go back to planning. Now you can see that I have pushed my heat a little bit too high here. My left arm is broken on this mech, and I'm about to take a little bit more damage from the overheating. which is not great. My pilot is badly hurt, right? 25 concussion damage. That's really bad. I only have 8 pilot health left, which means that a couple more of these cannon hits are probably going to take me out. But we just got to keep fighting and do what we can. Okay, now that the other tank is going around that side, so we'll continue to try and sort of kite it and keep it from being able to fire on us. Now this mech wants to fire on our on this mech. That enemy mech wants to fire on us there. Man, that's tough. Being closer is not great. However, if we can get around this hill, then we're pretty safe from any further firing. So we'll hide behind here. And when can we put another attack out? We'll fire on that guy. I'm getting fired on as I'm moving. Hiding behind the hill. Then he opens fire on me, but the attack isn't going to do anything because it's going through the hill. Alright, perfect. Then we go to our second mech. He's mid-dash here. Let's see who's firing at him this turn. That tank is. And at the beginning of the turn, he's going to get fired on by that mech. Okay. So we can run a little bit further behind the hill. Right, that'll give us cover from his attacks. He shouldn't be able to hit us. What we can actually do now is we pop out here. When's the soonest that we can pop out another attack? Okay. We gotta wait until we're clear of the hill. You can see we've got a clear line of sight there. But problem arises. We're now in line of sight of the tank. So we can wait here for half a second or so. And then we need to run back behind. The game tells me that it's not blocked. Doesn't look to be. We're just going to open fire, and those shots from the tanks should do nothing to us. Wait until we're done firing, and then just to be safe, we'll move a little bit behind the hill. Perfect. Let's just see what happened over here with our other mech. Shoot, shoot. Okay, we took a few shots. Oh, our mech is dead. That is very unfortunate. The pilot got knocked out. So now we are 4-on-1. This is good. This is the fight of my life, basically, at this point. So 1 mech down. So we're down to 1 mech against 4 enemy units. Let's see if we can pull it out. Maybe we do have to do the tutorial to get some spare parts and maybe an extra mech. Okay, let's just go through the timeline quickly and see who's firing at me. Everyone and their mom, essentially. We've just got to sort of peek out where we can, where it's, you know, relatively, hopefully, safe to do so. That mech can definitely see us. I think that shot is going to be blocked. That should be blocked, okay. I'm just gonna pop over here. Try and put some damage into that guy. Right, he'll be getting plowed pretty hard as he's approaching. A little under halfway, we have to basically abandon the attack. So we're gonna wait there for 0.7 seconds and back this direction. We cannot afford to take any damage at all. Right, so if we can do a little bit of damage and then cause the other guy to not be able to hurt us, that is the goal, essentially. So he fires on us until right when our attack finishes, of course. Okay. So we'll wait here, pop back out. Ooh, we are hot. We are very high on the heat. We do cool down by the end of the turn, though. I don't think it's worth pushing heat. We can't afford the damage. Tanks are really slow. So if we can just like get away from them and outrange them, we can probably isolate this guy. So what we'll actually do is we'll continue running in that direction. And then we're going to throw in a dash. We need to start getting into cover behind this hill over here. And then we'll probably make a break all the way across here. Let's do it. Ooh, we took some damage there. We took some bad damage there. That's very bad. Ooh, but that cannon shot missed. That's very good. That's very good. Let's go through this turn quickly. Let's see. Who's firing at me? Oh, he's firing at me immediately as soon as the turn starts. Okay. And then the other mech is firing at me halfway through the turn. And he's firing at me at the end of the turn as well. And then at the end of the turn, I start getting cannon shots at me. Okay, not great, not great. Let's see. Can we dash without? Yeah, we'll overheat very badly if we dash. We have to run then. We're going to run and shield. We'll have our shield raised against that guy, so we'll be able to block those shots, hopefully. I think we've got some time in there. We can throw in an attack. He's in a good range for us as well. And we'll shield again. We'll shield into that area, just to sort of keep our shield up. And while that's happening, so we'll wait here for a couple seconds just to make our shots a little more accurate. Exactly half a second, please. There we go. Then I want to just run around this a little bit, just to give us some more cover. Ooh, but that is going to block our shots. This hill is actually providing good cover, so we can actually afford to move in this direction instead. Open up our LOS. He is going to fire back at us, though. We'll extend that weight a little bit more. And same as last time, if we can deal some damage and then not take any damage back, that's ideal for us in this situation. Alright, now we're just going to stand back here and cool off. Alright, let's do it. Ooh, we did get hit. We did get hit pretty bad there. Okay, we took some damage. We definitely took some damage. Could have been worse though. Our shields absorbed a good chunk, right? That's good. We are just getting absolutely barraged with fire for the first half of the turn. Our heat meter is down at that time. He suppresses me, and then they suppress me at the end of the turn. So we need to retreat back behind the hill at the end of the turn. You see, we're going to wait until all of the shooting is done. In fact, actually, we're going to move slightly further behind the hill. No, that's going to... you can see it puts us up, which means that more of us is exposed, which means there's more of us to shoot. So I think where we are is actually almost perfect and ideal. Now this big meaty part of the hill that's sticking up is protecting us. But we're going to shield up. Keep that shield up just in case they keep firing on us. When the firing stops is not actually when the projectiles stop, because they do travel. There is like a few seconds between when the firing stops, or a few milliseconds between when the firing stops and when the projectiles will stop coming on. But I think we're safe to move out a little bit. Like there. Throw out an attack. As I've said, machine guns, not great. They are pretty inaccurate. And assault rifles kind of like fill their job better, to be honest. But then we can see that the fire starts coming in again from everyone. So we're going to stand still for most of this, just to make sure that our shots are as accurate as possible. And then run back in to cover. I'll shield him. Let's see. Oh, let's see it ricocheted. Oh, that time it hit the shield. And we got another pilot hit, unfortunately. A couple of points of damage. I did choose that target because there was a secondary target there that the spray might hit. And it did do a couple of points of damage there to the tank. Let's see what we got going on. I am getting just pelted. Okay. See, the thing is, like, I would just break out right and start making my way over here. But, very open cover. They have high ground, which means that this hill isn't going to be very effective. So when I have the high ground up here, and a nice barrier to hide behind. I think this is probably the best place for me to keep fighting from, unless they decide to rush me. The AI sometimes isn't very smart. We're going to hope that the hill absorbs his fire. This is the problem with having a hill in your way, apparently. Okay, so we run a little further. I'm actually going to start opening fire a little bit early, just so we can get all of the bullets out as much as possible. And then see, he's going to keep firing back at us, so we need to pop back behind that hill. Let's see. Oh, he's in pretty rough condition, actually. We could possibly finish him off this turn. Definitely took some damage there. That's unfortunate. The other thing is that, like, your shield is passive too. Like, it will passively block damage as long as you have it up, or as long as it's there. You know, like, it does occupy physical space. So, let's say a shot came in and it hit this spot on the mech, it would hit the shield. It wouldn't hit my arm or my leg. So they're really helpful to have. Let's see. Oh my gosh, I'm getting absolutely blasted. Okay. Run back behind the hill a little bit, my friend. You saw last turn that we had some shots come in and actually, like, come over the hill and hit us in the head, right? That was unfortunately exactly what I was talking about. Okay, and you can see this turn, the AI is starting to rush us. They're moving in on us. So here's the deal. This is the turn where we have to break out because the AI is going to start bringing people ahead, and then once they're flanking us on the side, we have no way of surviving anymore. So here's what we're gonna do: hide behind this hill. And then we're going to dash. Immediately shield us up. And we're running. You can see that our heat scale has recovered. Oh, you know what? We can double dash. We can absolutely double dash. And we'll take a little bit of heat there. Okay, so we'll run for literally half a second. Now, unfortunately, dashing does cause you to pause. So we'll probably catch some hits, but hopefully the shield will catch them. Right, and then we immediately start running again. Shields. That sort of direction. And oh, it's not great, but it's the best we've got. Alright, let's do it. I should have realized that the shots would be absorbed by the hill. So than me. I didn't really need to be as super cautious as I was. Okay. Our heat is fine. But we are under fire immediately as soon as the turn starts. We need this guy to die. So we'll continue running while taking fire and firing back at him. And we need to sort of move back here a little bit. Right, while shielding. And as soon as we are able, we're going to dash. Unfortunately, we can't be shielding while that's happening. But our heat scale will be pretty good at the end of the turn, so we can dash as soon as the next turn starts, basically. Let's do it. Oof, taking some big damage. Oof, oof, ooh, getting shot in the back. Ooh. It's a good thing this isn't Battletech where back shots take, you know, are more likely to hit internals. Okay, we're about to be hit in the back by a shot. This one looks like it's gonna miss. Let's get... See, he's gonna keep coming at us. Which is good, because we want this guy as far away as possible. The machine gun doesn't have very good accuracy at long range. The cannons do, though. Oh, that tank is in rough shape. It's in okay shape. It's not in terrible shape. Dash immediately. Up here. Right. I'm going to throw a shield up. We'll make our way around behind here. Make our way out. Oh, it's gonna be blocked. Alright. But that's fine. We'll just continue to walk out a little bit. Okay, who is that firing on us? That is the tank. It is pretty accurate at long range with the cannon. And as you can see, we only have 14 health left on our pilot, and those will do concussive shots. Bigger weapons tend to do more concussive damage, because they sort of rattle the mech and shake it up. Okay, so then we just have to do the old strafe, run back and forth technique, sort of. Because yeah, I know where we go. That hill going to block us correctly? Alright, yeah, that's fine. We'll run around here. Run around that way. Hopefully the shots will just sort of whiz past. And most of the attack is not blocked, so that's good. We're taking some damage. Ooh, big damage there. 20 damage. Getting fired up. Oh, man, those cannons. Those cannons. Ooh, did you see that? We just dodged right out of one side there. Bit of damage. Come on, a couple more shots. Need to land a couple more shots on him. Alright, that's fine. Machine guns really are meant to be used at close range, where all of those pellets will just sort of like blast the crap out of the enemy. Let's continue running. What we're going to do is we're going to throw up a shield. No one's firing. Oh, there are people firing on us. Okay. We'll target the shield towards there. Shield those attacks. We'll wait back here, and the hill should absorb those shots. That should block the majority of his incoming fire, while still getting a couple of shots off on him. And then, yeah, we just have to kind of hide for the rest of the turn. And we'll throw up a shield just in case. Yeah, and all of our shots just going into the hill there. And then, oh yeah, see, he crests the hill, we get a couple of hits. Those shells are really taking out those trees. This is one of the reasons why I really love this game. It's just beautiful. Like, the visuals are so nice. Let's see who is shooting at me. Not many people, really. Where are they moving? Oh yeah, everyone's rushing me now. Sometimes the AI does break. Oh, he's ejecting. He's ejecting. He doesn't like how much damage I've done to him, so he's going to eject. All right, that's fantastic. That's great. We don't need to worry about him. We don't need to waste any heat on him. So then, who's our next target? Maybe this tank that's closest to us? Where's the best place for us to fight him from? Probably this hill. Okay. Here is our super secret strategy. We're going to dash to there. We're going to run a little bit while shielding. We'll run back and forth a little bit. Just make those projectiles a little bit less likely to hit us. And we'll just open fire. Okay, let's do it. Oh, whoops. We did some damage to that guy before he ejected. That's fine. The pilot's totally fine. He ejected. He's safe. Hidden, we gotta be in the safest possible place, right? That should be very much blocked. There's a lot of fire from that machine gun. It will blow off my shield, probably. We might get a couple of shots off if we do it that way. This way we'll get a lot more damage. And the machine gun shots aren't what I'm really concerned about. They're not going to do that much. Let's see. Yeah, we got hit by a couple of shots, but we got more damage off ourselves as well. Oh my gosh. That stream of fire is not going to do that much. How's this mech doing? It's very healthy, and it's not great. That tank is doing what it wants. Let's see. Continue firing there. We'll start retreating, I think. Put up this fire on us in the middle of the turn. So then at the end of the turn we can pop back out and blast him. Okay. Okay, then we can run out here. And we're in optimal range, so we should be able to put out a lot of good damage this turn on him. Alright, let's do it. See, there we go. That's what we're talking about. That's what we want. Alright. When do we get fired on? The tank shoots into the hill over there. Alright. Middle of the turn. All the way to the end of the turn, basically, I'm getting fired on. Okay. If we wait for half a second, we walk behind the hill. That machine gun fire will be pretty nasty. So I will shield up. And I think we can pop around this side and fire off at the tank. Holy crap, that's a lot of damage. Yeah, we really only need to hit him like a couple more times. That should just about do it. We'll walk forward slightly to keep him in range. When did I get fired on? Oh. The tank over there. Okay, he's coming into view. This mech isn't doing much. Maybe he's concerned about hitting his friend in front of him. Actually, we don't need to. We don't need to go that far. Now, you can see this collision thing. Because this mech is still technically in the world, I think it counts, and if you collide into stuff, you tend to fall over. It's not great. It does damage to you. It's very much not favorable. Okay. That's what we're doing. Moving over here. I think we're probably going to kill it with this. Let's risk it. Risk it for a Trisket. It won't be that risky though. We won't overestimate our ability to kill this thing. We'll get half of our fire off on the mech. Yeah, it's dead. All right, that's fantastic. And we did get hit by one shell, unfortunately. We did some very good damage to the upper body on this mech. It's almost done. He is ejecting because the thing is dead. He is just spending the turn shooting at me and then standing still, which is actually fantastic for us. We want that. Oh, that mech has a good vantage point on us now. Or that tank, I mean. Drives forward and then fires at us a couple times at the end of the turn. Okay. Very hot. So I think we'll just run down here. A little shielding. Shield that way. Run over here. That's the thing, is the enemy keeps putting out suppressing fire on us, unfortunately. I think that this mech is about to crash and fall down. I think you're about to see that. Oh no, because it's standing still. Never mind. Oh, what a waste of a turn. This is bad. Hopefully we can just get the enemy to basically, like, kill themselves. That would be ideal. We'll just continue shielding and hiding. Okay, see, now we've got possible collision there, but we're open because they just fired both of their weapons, so they can't fire them again until the end of the turn. So we can run out here and start firing on him. Right? Get some damage off. What if we move it back here? See, that the sooner you fire as well, the sooner you cool off, right? See, now I'm at cooled off at the end of the turn. But we only want to wait there for half a second. And then we have to retreat again because he's going to fire on us in return. And we can't afford to trade shots. See, he's like, ah, he's hiding behind the hill. I can't shoot him. Alright, so we're going to wait for a few seconds. Wait for half a second. Just to make sure that all of the shells hit the hill. Then we're going to move up here. And we are just unloading on this guy. And that should hopefully kill him. His upper body is almost dead. And he's not shielding. What the AI should be doing is running up and shielding. Right? Oh, he's ejecting. Ah, that makes sense. Okay. Well then, we don't have to worry about that. So now we just have to worry about trying to get this stupid tank. We have to close with it somehow. And I think the best way might be to sort of outflank it along the right side. So we're going to run. We're going to run here. We're going to dash. We're going to run over here. Dashing does cost a little bit of heat, but you can pretty consistently dash to just sort of increase your movement speed a little bit. As long as you're not also firing. Those cannon shells might hit us if we come out from behind the hill like that. So I think where we end up at the dash, we're only going to move a little bit further forward. There. That should do it. think we'll start out with a dash immediately. Does it shoot at us? It does shoot at us this turn. Okay. Run over here. I don't suppose we need to shield, but it's good to keep in the habit, right? Dash. Now, see, here's a dash mechanic, right? You see where it says collision there? That's a problem. We're jumping and our arc is hitting the hill. So we've got to go... Let's say here. Let's actually... We could try and throw an attack in here. Ah, no, it's going to be too hot. We're going to use the bridge to block his line of sight, which will allow us to close in and finish him off. It's love when you run over cars and stuff, it just explodes. It's so great. Really makes it feel like you're, piloting a big stompy mech. And yeah, the bridge is completely in the way. There's no way that we're going to be able to fire on him this turn. So we're just going to run over here. Get ready to exploit his turns where he's not firing. See, now we've got a nice, we'll wait. Again, half a second. Right, he's firing, he's firing. The shells should stop coming in at about there. It was blocked. It's still blocked, that's unfortunate. I know what we're gonna do. We're gonna make use of this hill, because it'll have vantage point for us. When's the soonest that we can fire? Right here. That should do it. I don't want to shield because if we shield into next turn, we can't shoot. Wait for half a second. Run out. As soon as we're available to fire. Yeah, as soon as our heat's down, basically. Move up a little bit. Yeah, we won't be blocked there. Keep firing. And then put up our shield. Wait until we're almost done firing and then start retreating once again. Look at the shells bouncing off of that hill, it's so funny. Fit an extra attack in there? Not really. We'll take some damage. Okay. That's fine. We're just going to have to keep doing this. I wish I had like an assault rifle or, something that was a little bit more useful at range than this. We could try and close, but it's just kind of a pointless exercise. This will work. It's just going to take a while. We won't ever take any return damage. Which is good, because our pilot is already badly injured. Come on, just eject already. Oh my goodness. Oh my god, we just need to hit that right side. This is not how matches normally go, guys. This is the first time I've ever had this happen. A duel with one unit at the very end. Cheesing cover. Come on, hit the right side. Like, maybe I could fight him from over here and it would hit the right side? But he's almost dead and this is working. We'll just keep going. On right side. Oh, we got it! We hit it a couple times. He's still not ejecting. God damn it. Come on! 11 left. 9 left! Come on, hit that right side. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Oh. Come on. Come on. Kill him. Kill him. Finish him off. Good lord. How are we hitting the rear? Oh my gosh. Come on. Come on. Yeah, there we go! Come on, he's got to be ejecting now. The AI just doesn't know when it's beaten, man. Come on, just a couple hits. That's all we need, a couple hits. Good lord. Kill him, kill him, kill him! Finish him off! Come on, baby! Oh my god, you're kidding. It has one left! I am absolutely swapping out this machine gun. Thank God! Holy crap, that took a long time. Goodness. Alright. Let's finish him off. Man, he's still not ejecting? Alright, okay, we're rushing him. I don't care if we take more damage at this point. This is taking this is taking far too long. And we're gonna show you something that I think is pretty fun. It's a good way to get some free damage. And if he's still somehow alive, we will just blast him into the dirt. We might lose our shield, which may cause us to have some problems in this, but you can shield bash enemies. Let's see what happens. Oh, he's done, baby. He is done. Doesn't even get a chance to fire back. Yeah, just blast his corpse. That guy cost us quite some time. So that's our first mission here. We have completed the convoy attack, and we got ourselves a bit of... we can take this mech. Yeah. I mean, it's not the greatest mech ever, but I'll take it, you know? Ooh, we don't have enough salvage. I also don't know if we have another mech slot. So here's what we're going to do, guys. So green items are more valuable, right? And you can dismantle things for the parts much more easily. I'm going to keep this assault rifle because we're going to swap out that for the machine gun, I think. And this arrow 2 with the barrier is a good arm, so we'll keep that. Alright. Our first salvage. Heavy armor assets. They have more integrity than medium armor. Now you can see heavy parts. Let's have a quick look at our units. Ooh, we started off with a green assault rifle. That's pretty nice. We're going to swap that pistol for a shield. Pistols are not very useful, in my opinion. I think we'll grab this heavy torso with improved cooling. It's going to make us a little slower, but that's okay. Let's grab this shielded arm. And I think I'm okay with a little bit less. Well, his movement speed's going to go down as well. That's fine. Leave him as is. And, oh, we're actually going to swap it for this. This is a great little weapon. Sniper rifles are pretty good. This has a lot more heat capacity and durability, but less heat dissipation. It will bring our... I see. It's because it's light plate. So this increases its... decreases its mass, but also reduces its integrity, which is basically your health. Now, we could make this into a heavy unit. Let's have a look at the heat generation on this. 110 heat generation. It's not fantastic. It's pretty hot weapon there. How does it hold up against the machine gun that we were just using? Less heat overall, but it has a very short firing duration. You can see that the machine gun fires for 2 seconds. This fires for 0.7 seconds. What that means is that it's going to generate less heat overall, so we can fire it a little bit more often. And it's also better at sort of peeking corners. Because it's got such a fast fire duration, compared to this, we can get a lot more damage out when we peek around those corners and then duck back. So I think that that looks pretty good. We're just going to stick with this. And next episode, we're going to get into a fight with someone else. Hey guys, thanks so much for tuning in. This has been our first episode of our Phantom Brigade campaign. We will be back again soon with another episode. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe if you like the content. Check out my other content, lots of things about mechs and video games, all kinds of stuff. Thanks again for stopping by. I have been Many Voices. Have a lovely day, everyone.